Hi guys, welcome to Football Love NG. What I'm going to be focusing on this video is Brentford versus Chelsea. We'll give you the match preview, the tactical analysis, history, and also the potential lineup and a betting tips. Wow, Chelsea head into their fourth London derby in just four games. Well, they are unbeaten, they are very confident, but also a little bit controversial. The Blues come off a win against Fulham, clouded by refereeing decisions, and now face Brentford side still adapting to life without their manager, their captain, and their top scorers. Can the Bees stings at the Gtech Stadium, or will Maresca's Chelsea keep the momentum alive? Stay glued with us if you like what we do here. Follow, subscribe, and also click the share button to always get this notification at your fingertips. Let us start with Chelsea against Fulham. Yeah, they won 2-0, but both key moments were debated heavily. Fulham had a goal ruled out in the match, and Chelsea were awarded a very soft penalty. Regardless of the controversy, the result matters more than the performance right now. And Chelsea are quietly building one of their strongest starts in recent years. They have taken 2 wins from their first 3 league games. Only the second time in 7 seasons they have actually managed that. And crucially, they have kept clean sheets in their last 15 matches. For a side that often looked fragile defensively, that's a major and a very big improvement under Enzo Maresca. The challenge is now consistent because after this match, Chelsea head into a brutal run, a very brutal run. They have Bayern Munich away, they have Manchester United away. 3 huge games in the space of just 8 days. Wow, that is going to be a very tough days for Chelsea, and it's going to be very crucial to their consistency. Oh, now Brentford, on the other hand, come into this one with a sense of uncertainty. It's Andrews took charge after Thomas Frank's departure, but the Bees have already lost 2 games in their first 3 matches. Their most recent outing was especially painful. Very painful. They led at Sunderland only to concede in the 96th minute to lose 2-1. Then came the international break, which only extended their frustration. This summer was really brutal for Brentford, actually. They lost their manager, their captain, their goalkeeper, and their 2 top scorers, including João Wissa, who left for Newcastle right on the deadline day. That kind of turnover is actually very tough for any club to actually handle, most especially under a new coach. Still, home form has been their saving grace, actually. They've won 3 of their last 4 at the Gtech Stadium, including a big victory over Aston Villa earlier this season. But the road ahead is brutal. Chelsea, United, City, Liverpool, Newcastle. 5 of their next fixture at home are against the league's elites. So they have so many role to play. Kate Andrew has a very big role to play in their next 5 league home games, which is Chelsea today. They have Manchester United next. They have Manchester City next. They have Liverpool and also Newcastle, which is going to be a very, very tough test for them. Now, let's run through the team news. For Brentford, Reiss Nelson was signed late from Arsenal, but is still working his way to full fitness. Up front, Igor Thiago is the man to watch. 3 goals already this season after an injury-hit campaign last time. Well, in the midfield, we should have Vitaly Janelt, who have actually returned to training after a foot injury. But Gustavo Nunes and also Yunus Kunak, they actually remain unavailable. Chelsea team news is just as interesting as ever. Cole Palmer is back in training. That's a very huge boost for Chelsea. But he may not be fully ready and fit to play. The same goes for Romeo Lavia and also Benoit Badiashile. Liam Delap is definitely out with an hamstring injury. But the headline could be a debut for Garnacho, who joined from Manchester United in the summer. And that Garnacho signing is a very, very interesting signing and a happy signing for Chelsea. Imagine the storyline if he makes an instant impact here. What will Manchester United have to say about them selling Garnacho to Chelsea? But looking at the history between the both clubs, history tells us that this fixture is usually unpredictable. In fact, the home side has only won once in the 8 Premier League meetings between these clubs. That Brentford has just only one game between them and also Chelsea. Brentford 3 victories have all come at Stamford Bridge, not at the Gtech Stadium. But the Bees have all managed to avoid defeat in 3 of their 4 home matches against Chelsea. That suggests we shouldn't write them off too quickly. So they actually have a great record against Chelsea, but not at their Gtech Stadium, but actually at Stamford Bridge. But well, history can actually repeat itself. We cannot actually write them off so quickly and easily because they are not just a stepping stone. They are a football team as well. But let's look at the tactical analysis between both Brentford and Chelsea. Brentford will likely look to stay compact and frustrate Chelsea. Andrew may not have Frank's tactical norms, but this side still press well in spells and carry a threat on the break with players like Shades and also Thiago. For Chelsea under Maresca, are still work in progress. So we are starting to see more fluidity. Expect Caicedo and Enzo to dictate the midfield. Estavo to stretch the game out wide and Joao Pedro to be the focal point in attack. If Garnacho starts, his direct running actually could be the X factor against Brentford's defense that sometimes struggles with pace. Brentford defense actually struggle with pace. If Garnacho is fortunate to start, his running and his pace will actually frustrate the Brentford's back line. Well, now let's look at the predicted lineup, the predicted started 11 for both Brentford and also Chelsea. For Brentford, we have Callagher in post, and in the defense line, we have Coyote, Collins, Van der Berg, and Lewis Potter. While in the midfield, we have Jumaluik, Henderson, and Damsgaard. While up front, we have Altara, Igotiago, and Shades. That is the predicted lineup from Football Hub NG for Brentford. And for Chelsea, we have Sanchez, still the number one on the goalpost. In the back line, we have Gusto, Tosin, Chaloba, and Cucurella in the back line. For the midfield, we have no one else but Caicedo and also Enzo Fernandez. And while Estavo, Garnacho, and Pedro Neto will actually be a support to Joao Pedro up front. That is the predicted lineup for Chelsea from Football Hub NG. So now, where does this leave us actually? Chelsea are getting unbeaten at home in 2025 and showing signs of defensive stability, even if their attack hasn't fully clicked very, very well yet. Brentford, meanwhile, are in transition, missing key leaders and still searching for rhythm. It might not be pretty, but Chelsea should have enough to edge this one, this one actually. Our prediction here is Chelsea to win Brentford by 1-0. That is our prediction from Football Hub NG. Now, do you think Chelsea can keep grinding out results, or will Brentford remind them that London derbies are never easy? Drop your prediction in the comment section. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the breakdown, and make sure you to subscribe for more Premier League preview every week. This is Football Hub NG. Thank you for watching.